What's going on, guys? We're making to another video, and today is another installment of my top 100 favorite movies of all time. First off, new setting, nothing too special, just kind of wanted to sit on my couch, and I thought that'd be kind of chill and cool, and we'll all be just hanging out together. But yeah, first off, if you are new, thanks so much for taking time to click on the video, like and comment, and subscribe, and all that means the absolute world. Obviously, if you are new, basically what this is I made the list of my top 100 favorite movies of all time, including 10 honorable mentions. And this is an 11-part series where each episode we go through 10 of the films. We started at 110. Today we are doing 80 through 71. So I'm very excited. There's so many great films on this. I am happy I'm doing it again because last year's was so divisive. I keep getting comments still to this day saying, wow, you've not seen any movies. And I will say that the list has changed drastically from last year. And you will literally see in this video one of those very drastic changes. So yeah, again, if you are new and if you have not already, maybe consider dropping a like, commenting, subscribing. That all really does mean the absolute world. But before we get into it, every episode, before I get into the next list, I go through the last 10. I'm not going to do all of them, but just the last 10. To kind of catch you guys up a little bit as to what we talked about in the last episode. So, at number 90 was There Will Be Blood. Number 89 is Election. 88 is the original Star Wars, New Hope. 87 is Lady Bird. 86 is Casablanca. 85, Pirates of the Caribbean and the Curse of the Black Pearl. 84, John Wick. 83, Finding Nemo. 82, A Christmas Story. And 81, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. Speaking of huge action franchises, coming in at number 80 is Fast 5. I saw the entire Fast and Furious franchise in its entirety for the first time this year. I saw 1 through 8 all this year for the first time, and Fast 5 is definitely my favorite of the bunch. The action in this is insane. It gets a little superhero-y and stuff at times, but to its core, it is a car movie about cars doing insane things. And no better is it illustrated than in this movie, dragging a safe through a city with 2 Dodge Chargers. Oh my gosh, it is an insane scene. It's all done practically as well. Go watch the behind-the-scenes videos on it. It's absolutely incredible. This is when we bring in Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's character. This is when I believe the Shaw storyline begins. I think it's like a post-credit type thing. I believe, I could be wrong. I like all of the aspects of character aspects where Paul Walker is now part of the crew. He's not an outcast. He's really a part of the crew now. We have some cameos from players in the earlier films. And overall, just a fantastic, action-packed film that I really enjoyed. You guys should all check it out if you have not seen it already. And it comes in at number 80 on my list. Coming in at number 79 is Star Wars Return of the Jedi. This film is fantastic. The entire original trilogy is fantastic, and all 3 of them are on my list. But this one is just so incredible. It's brilliant. You've got the redemption of Darth Vader. It's a brilliant redemption. The final battle between Darth Vader and Luke before Darth Vader is redeemed. And you've got just great set pieces. You've got the battle on Endor. You've got the battle of the second Death Star. You have all of the stuff in Tatooine with Jabba the Hutt? Yeah, Jabba the Hutt. And Luke fully forming and becoming a Jedi. You get to see all of that unfold in this film. It's absolutely magical. It's great. It is a perfect way to end this trilogy. I absolutely adore this film. I watch it all the time, and it comes in at number 79 on my list. Coming in at number 78 is Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. This is actually a very big change. I had this, I believe, in my top 25 in my original list. And the fact that it dropped down so low doesn't mean I don't absolutely love this film, because I really, truly do. It's absolutely amazing. Harrison Ford is a brilliant Indiana Jones. Bringing in Sean Connery as his father is awesome. I absolutely love it. I love all of the globe-trotting aspects. I love going after the Holy Grail. Overall, fantastic way to end the trilogy, just like Return of the Jedi. It's brilliant. I absolutely adore it. It's amazing. Great action set pieces as always. It is one of the best action-adventure movies of all time, bar none. Raiders of the Lost Ark is up there as well, and Raiders of the Lost Ark is a little further up on my list as well, too. But overall, Fantastic movie, fantastic performances, great set pieces. It's just a dang good time. I really enjoy it. You should see it if you haven't. It's truly a classic action-adventure movie. It comes at number 78 on my list. Speaking of Harrison Ford, speaking of Star Wars, coming in at number 77 is Star Wars The Force Awakens. Brilliant movie. Really, really is. I really enjoyed this one. It brought the life of Star Wars back. This was the first Star Wars movie that I personally experienced in theaters. I was too young when the prequels came out. I was like 3-4 years old. When Revenge of the Sith came out, I wasn't old enough because it was PG-13. So The Force Awakens was my first Star Wars experience in theaters, and my gosh, did I absolutely adore it. These characters, these new characters, were fleshed out so well in this film. You've got a great villain in Kylo Ren. You've got Snoke, who we don't... Obviously, you know, he's a bit of a drag now, but back then we were like, this is a really menacing, dark character that we're really excited to see. You bring back all of your classic characters, Han Solo, Chewie, Leia. You bring them all back. You're back on the Millennium Falcon. The search for Luke Skywalker to find out what happened, why did he disappear. Absolutely amazing. You've got the final battle of Starkiller Base, which is awesome. And again, you're introduced to all these characters. You are fully thrown right back in to this amazing Star Wars universe. And this one was great direction by J.J. Abrams. I tend to think that. And I think that's a general consensus, is that most people really do enjoy The Force Awakens, and I love it. And Rey's theme is absolutely iconic. It's great. I love it. It's awesome. It comes in at number 77 on my list. Ladies and gentlemen, time for the biggest change in this entire list from last year. Biggest change. All of your all's jaws are about to drop. If you remember what my list was last year, your jaws are about to drop. Coming in at number 76 is Ready Player One. I know. It was in my top 5 last year. I think it was in my top 2 last year. It is now at 76. Biggest change. You guys said, oh my God, you need to watch movies. How is Ready Player One so high up on your list? Ladies and gentlemen, I watched more movies. And I came up with a really legit movie reviewing, rating strategy. And I confirmed that Ready Player One is down on 76 on my list. But just because it is doesn't mean I don't absolutely love the film. The poster is literally up there, it's just looking down on my TV. It's absolutely incredible. I still love this movie. I do. I love the book. I think it's a great adaptation of the book. I mean, there's some stuff that, it's hard to put a huge book like Ready Player One, which is a very, very thick book. It's hard to put all of that into a film. But I think they executed it very well. I think the CGI is fantastic. I think the fact that they spend a majority of the time in a virtual world and it being executed in the way it was great. Performances were great. I think Ben Mendelsohn is a great villain. He's fantastic. And overall, the film is just fun. The film is fun, and that is what matters. I absolutely love this film. I love it. I love it to death. It just fell because I've seen other movies, and I like other movies. Doesn't mean it doesn't hold a place in my heart. I absolutely love it. It is fantastic, and it comes in at number 76 on my list. Coming in at number 75 is The Other Guys, one of my favorite comedies of all time. This movie is fantastic. Mark Wahlberg, Will Ferrell, I would have never thought that this pair would have such as great chemistry as they do, but it's absolutely amazing. It really, truly is. The action is really good. It's a dang funny movie. And overall, it's written very well, and the story is done very well. I adore this film. I watch it all the time. It's just funny. It's just funny. This is peak Will Ferrell. Not peak, but this was him starting to, he's kind of at the peak and he's starting to decline a little bit. This is kind of when that's where we are standing, and it's amazing. It is. I love it so much, and it comes in number 75 on my list. Coming in number 74 is Back to the Future Part 3. I really, really enjoyed this film. And I think the thing that I really like about it is the fact that, unlike the other two where they had, issues getting back from Back in Time and all that stuff, which actually I think Back to the Future, the original one, is way further up my list, but because I love that film. But the odd and very interesting twist that they put on Back to the Future this time was that they had no way of getting home. They were stuck. There was no technology that could help them. And that is something that I was really like, okay, well, how the heck are they going to get out of here? I love the Western stuff. I love all of that. I love Western in general. Again, smash hit performances from everyone, the entire cast. And it's a very, very satisfying conclusion to the trilogy. It really is. Like, I got, a little teary-eyed, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so great. This is fantastic. I was so happy with how it ended. It's brilliant. Back to the Future is one of the greatest trilogies. It's so awesome. Comes in number 74 on my list. Coming in number 73 is Iron Man, the film that started it all for the MCU. Brilliant performance from Robert Downey Jr., great writing, great direction by Jon Favreau, a really great villain Obadiah Stane, Jeff Bridges. Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave with a box of scraps. I get a chuckle out of it every time. But it's a brilliant movie. I mean, it is. The CGI is amazing. For 2008, it's incredible. I loved it. It's the beginning of my favorite character of all time, Tony Stark, played by Robert Downey Jr. My favorite character's arc. It starts the MCU, my favorite franchise's arc. And it's just, you got to pay tribute to the OGs. You really do. It comes in at number 73 on my list. Coming in at number 72 is First Man. You are going to be seeing a lot more of Damien Chazelle on this list. I can guarantee you that. But this was a really great film done by Damien Chazelle because, for a while he had just been doing the jazz and the music and stuff like that. And he took a complete left turn and did like a biopic-ish type film on Buzz Aldrin, I believe, or no, Neil Armstrong. Neil Armstrong, I think. I think it's Neil Armstrong. Neil Armstrong. He took a complete left turn and did this. And it's a very interesting character study into the man that is Neil Armstrong. But it's not only about Neil. It's about the entire effort and the entire fight to get a man on the moon. And I really enjoyed that. I love space. I would never go to space, but I love the thought of space and all of that. And it's great. Ryan Gosling plays a really awesome monotone Neil Armstrong. He's great. He's so fantastic. Claire Foy plays his wife, and she's fantastic. And all the supporting roles are great. Fantastic direction, fantastic script. I know I'm saying fantastic a lot because it's just a fantastic movie. Fantastic visual effects. It literally won the Oscar for Best Visual Effects, I believe. Because it looks like you're on the freaking moon. It does. And it's just so outstanding. I love this film. Go check it out if you haven't. A lot of people have, I believe. I don't think this one was really underrated or anything. I think it's pretty well rated. But if you haven't, go check it out. It's a pretty interesting time. And coming in at number 71 is The Town. I love Boston. You guys already know that. I love heist movies. You guys already know that. Why don't you bring heist film in Boston, but not only in Boston, but in the cathedral of all Boston, Fenway Park. Oh my gosh, this film is incredible. You've got an all-star cast giving an all-star performances. I believe Affleck directed this film. Fantastic direction. And it's a really interesting look into robberies and the life of thieves and burglars. And it was just a very interesting look into that. And guys, I mean, come on. The final act is a standoff at Fenway Park. It's amazing. This film is really deep and really dark, but it's so technically done well as the performances are done so well, that it's a class. It's gonna eventually be classic status. I mean, it came out in 2010, so it's been a decade, but it's absolutely amazing, and I really enjoy it. And it comes in at number 71 on my list. So that is it for the 10 that we are talking about today. We will run them back really, really fast. Number 80 is Fast 5. 79 is Star Wars: The Return of the Jedi. 78 is Indiana Jones: The Last Crusade. 77 is Star Wars: The Force Awakens. 76 is Ready Player One. 75 is The Other Guys. 74 is Back to the Future Part 3. 73 is Iron Man, 72 is First Man, and 71 is The Town. Let me know down below in the comments, what did you think? Do you like some of these films? What are your favorite films that I talked about today? Let me know down below in the comments. But guys, that's pretty much it. Thanks so much for taking time to click on the video, liking, commenting, subscribing. All that means the absolute world. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video.